it's Diane with Shawcraft One in my old barn door, and I have another booth to open for Miss Laurie Whitmire. I did this video yesterday, and something happened with my stinking phone, and so somehow the video wound up getting erased, and so we're going to do this again. So I have quite a few journals to add to her booth, so let's just get started. Y'all, she's got some of the most adorable little journals. So this one, we'll just start with this one. It is a vintage hardcover book journal called You Are My Sunshine, and I absolutely love this. Love, love, love this. It's a vintage book cover. It's a hardcover. She's added a collage here in this little You Are My Sunshine, and she's done some stamping. Look how pretty this cover is, and I love the fabric that she's added, and then she's done some stamping on the back of the little journal too. It's 2 signatures. It has 88 pages. It's 8 1/4 by 5 1/2 with a 1 1/2 inch spine. Sweet, sweet journals she's made, y'all. And I think the advantage of this is that I've got to see them already, so I can kind of point some things out. So here in your front pocket, she's got a beautiful collage pocket here, and she's just put you some sewn ephemera and some little bits and pieces here. Now these are writing journals. Well, they're not, I mean, they're writing journals. Of course, all journals are writing journals. I'm such a dingbat. But look, this is a cute little pocket. I love this collage pocket. She's got this applique here, and then she's put a little tag in there. So it's, you know, the window envelope. So stinking cute. I love the way she's put these journals together. I love her style. She's got a very classy style. Look at the eco-dyed paper. This is a fabric pocket here with a sweet little tag, and it has that gorgeous little fabric ruffle on there. Let me see. Okay. See, I knew I was going to fight with pockets this morning. That's okay. We'll get there. But we've got 9 journals, so I'm going to flip kind of quickly so we can get them all. I love this vintage music paper, vintage recipe. She has a bag here, and it has a gorgeous stitched tag in there, or journal card. Vintage book page. She's got a paper ribbon here. I love the greeting card, and I love how she did this paper. Coffee filter. And then she's got tracing paper with an applique on it. I think that is so cool the way she did that. And that's the center of your first signature. You have a little fabric tab there. Super, super sweet little journals here. You have ledger paper, and that folds out twice. And then she's done a floating fabric flip, which I love. So you can move it around in the journal, or you can leave it where it's at. There's a paper ribbon on the end of that bag. This can be a little tuck here. Love the eco-dyed paper. And I love how she's collaged. Beautiful, beautiful collage work. There's another fabric pocket with one of those tags with the fabric ruffle. I'm not going to take it all the way out so I don't have to fight with it. Okay, so that can be a tuck there. Beautiful little stitched tag in that bag, or journaling card. And she's used the eco-dyed paper and made a page tab there. I love that. Coffee filter that she's stamped on. I love her coffee dyeing. Another one of those appliques on the tracing paper. Little fabric tab there. And then this folds out twice. Again, your floating fabric flip. I love that she's used the same fabric that's on the spine on her little fabric flip. And then you have the end of the bag here. This can be a tuck. There's a fabric tab there on the eco-dyed paper. And then the back of the journal, you have another pocket, and she's put a cute little paper ribbon there, and some stitched ephemera and tags and journal cards in here. So this one is called You Are My Sunshine, and that's how you'll find it in my shop. Let me grab the next one, we'll do this one. This is a vintage hardcover writing journal. It measures 8.5 by 5.5, has a 1 1/4 inch spine with 2 signatures and 104 journaling pages. It's a hardcover, repurposed book. She's got the beautiful book corners on all 4 corners. I love the fabric that she's used on the spine. And then she's just done some little collage work here on the front. She has a letter in each journal for whoever gets it. And then I love the way she stitched a doily onto this other doily and made the cutest little tuck. And it's a tuck on both sides. I love her music paper. And this is coffee dyed with some kind of green, which I love. And this, I love how she did this. She actually glued a napkin to this scrapbooking paper and stitched around it and made it a whole journal page. A lot of her envelopes she has stitched around and added decoration on the flap on her coffee dyed envelopes. And then she has a receipt flip here, like a tip in. I love this paper, it's super cool. Stamping, bridge card ledger. This can be a belly band, and then another one of those envelope flaps. This one's avocado dyed. Absolutely beautiful. And the more I'm seeing other people's avocado dyeing, and I think the next time I do my avocado dyeing, I'm going to do it a lot darker. Cute little booklet here that she's created for extra journaling. In a sweet little pocket here, there's lace there. We have coffee dyed tracing paper in the center of the signature. This is a full page pocket. You have a tuck here and a belly band here. Lots of stitching in her little journals too. A little collage there, or a strip. There's the other side of that napkin page. This can be a tuck. And I love this vintage, it's like a, you know, it has the little letters all the way down the side. I forget what it's called. Super pretty, another little doily tuck there. And I love the way she does a pattern. Throughout all of these little journals, you'll notice there's a pattern of the same types of pages in the same spots. Another one of those sweet envelopes that she's done the flap on. Receipt, tip in, bridge card, ledger, belly band. It's a tuck. Another one of those sweet little booklets with the extra papers in there. There's the center of that signature. And then again, you have a full page pocket here. There's a tuck and a belly band. Another one of her gorgeous avocado dyed envelopes with the flap decorated. She did stamping. She did lots of sewing and stamping throughout all of these journals. This is that napkin cover paper. And that is the end of that one. So that one is called Vintage Hardcover Writing Journal, is how you'll find it in the shop. And let me grab the next one. This one is called Sweet Bunny, y'all. Excuse me. How cute is this? I'm in love with this little journal. It is a vintage hardcover journal. It's a repurposed book. It's 8 by 5. It has 2 signatures, 72 pages with a 1.5 inch spine. I love the way she's added the ribbon there with the sweet little bunny, and I love the fabric she's used on the cover. And look at this. This is so cool. She's left the little library thing on the back of the book cover. Oh, this is just so stinking cute. All right, here is the letter for whoever gets the journal. And I love how she's added this paper in here. It just adds to the vintage look of the journal, and I think it's so sweet. So pretty. She's got some great specialty type papers in here. Lots and lots of coffee dyed paper. Lots of vintage book pages. And in this journal, she's ripped around most all of the pages, and that's a lot of work to do. So she put a lot of work in these journals, but I love them. They feel great in the hand. There's an envelope that flips out there. Sweet little page tab there with vintage fabric or lace, whichever you want to call it. This is the beginning of the second signature. So sweet little journals here. I love this. It's got a little teeny tiny bumblebee on there. Another envelope that flips out there. I love this green coffee dyed paper. Music paper. Ledger paper. And then I love the pocket that she's done in the back. And she's stitched a couple of botanical journaling cards and backed it on that eco dyed paper. How pretty is this? So this one's called Sweet Bunny, and that's how you'll find it in the shop. Let me grab another one. There are quite a few, and these are so sweet. I love these journals. All right, let's see. Let me just grab a couple. Sorry, y'all. I should have paused the video. Kind of messed me up when I lost my video. Okay, so this one, you can tell I've already untied it, but this ties, and the tie has plenty of room for you to grow in your journal. This is a beautiful little journal. It's a soft cover writing journal. She's got fabric on both sides, and there's some type of, you know, I think it might be an envelope in the middle. But I love how she did her closure here. She just stacked up these little pieces of the fabric and put that sweet little flower on the top there. She stitched all the way around. She's got this on the spine, and she did the same thing here on the back of the journal. Such a pretty little journal. Feels great in the hand. I love how it feels. Okay, so this one measures 8.5 by 6 inches. It's got a 1 1/4 inch spine, 2 signatures. It doesn't say how many pages, but that's okay. Excuse me. This is coffee dyed paper, but it's got some kind of a texture down here with the colors. I think it feels really cool. And y'all, I absolutely love the book pages she has used in here. Look at these vintage children's book pages. This is like Jack and Jill, but I love the style of the book pages she's used. You have a fabric flip with quite a few pieces of the fabric here. Beautiful floral book pages, music paper. I love this little journal. This little journal just feels really good. This is good thick paper, so you could do mixed media on it. Check out. I love these book pages that she's used for the center cover, and she's made you pockets here, but how stinking cute are these? I love them. And then you have the beautiful birds. This is a vintage recipe page. I love this with the harlequin pattern. I've always loved the harlequin pattern. Floral book page. This can be a tuck. Look at how pretty that is, that vintage children's book page. Love this. Love it. There's a fabric flip there. I love the fabrics that she's used. These feel like feed sack fabrics. I think that they are. I think that some of them are at least. Very pretty little fabric flips. This one folds out. Look at the pretty birds. And this is such a good, thick, buttery vintage book page. There's pockets in the center of that signature as well. Floral book page and birds. The thing with these journals is that I want them all. I am not lying to you. I would love every cent. Look at how pretty. I love this. I would love every single one of these journals. They're just great, great journals. Okay, so this one is going to be the blue soft cover writing journal because I have another one over here as well. And it is like a brown and cream. So pretty. And again, I've already untied it because I've done the video one time before. But it's got the beautiful lace here with the sari silk weaved through. It's a soft cover writing journal. She's got this gorgeous little button here. It's one signature, one very large signature. Let's see, it measures 9 by 6.5 with a 1.5 inch spine, and it has over 100 journaling pages. So let's take a peek. Look at how pretty. I think this is a vintage handkerchief. And then she's added this ribbon here with the flowers, and she's absolutely stuffed this front pocket full of ephemera for you. So you have a beautiful collaged envelope here. Look how pretty that is. I love the way she did the flap on the envelope. You have a vintage postcard, and then she's given you some extra pieces of paper to play with in your journal. And then you have beautiful vintage music paper, and then this type of ledger paper. And here is your letter from her. So that little pocket is just crammed full. Then you have this pocket here. She's put a large size tag in that pocket. And then this sweet little booklet with the tag or ticket at the top. And then you open it up and there's coffee dyed paper in there for extra journaling. You have a pocket here. I love this with the Norman Rockwell playing card. And then you have all kinds of goodies in this pocket. You have a vintage receipt, another one of her beautiful envelopes that she decorates the flap, and then some extra pieces of ephemera in there for you. Pretty little page tab there. Gorgeous, gorgeous pages she's added in this journal. Look at these pretty bird pages, and then she's got this gorgeous envelope flap. Belly band here, and this can be a double belly band. I promise it can be a double belly band. My fingers are fidgety this morning. And then you have a beautiful vintage greeting card. I'm addicted to vintage greeting cards. You have the lace on the edge of the page there. Cluster there. Yeah, I love, love, love the vintage greeting cards. And then this is a pocket from a book page, and she's added this gorgeous lace at the top. And you have another vintage greeting card, and look, you get to read somebody's little note. I love doing that. And this pocket has a large size tag and another one of those little booklets that she's made with the coffee dyed paper and some receipt papers. Another one of those pockets, and she's filled it again with her decorated envelope and some vintage ephemera in there for you. Another one of those Norman Rockwell playing cards. I love this paper, and she's got the page tab. Beautiful bird. And then again, one of those beautiful flap envelopes. Belly band with a greeting card. Vintage greeting card. Lace on the edge of the page. And then another little cluster there on coffee dyed tracing paper. I love the size of these books. And then this is the center of the signature. You have the double pocket with the laces on them. And then another one of the vintage greeting cards. My dear Miss Smith. Very cool. I love the way they wrote way back when too. So it's very interesting to read all those little notes and letters. Little tip in there, stitched on. Vintage recipe, and then she's got a little bit of sari ribbon here with some extra of the fabric that she used on the cover, and I love how she incorporates that into the journal. You have a read a flip here with a vintage postcard and an extra piece for journaling. Another little pocket here with the lace at the top. I love this paper. Look at the birds, how pretty. And I love how she's run the ribbon through on the edges of some of the papers. And then you have a read a flip here. And she's giving you one of those little, what are these called? Y'all know what they're called. I forget the name. because I'm on camera. And then the very back, you get another one of those beautiful pockets with stuffed with ephemera. I'm not going to pull everything out, but you get gorgeous, gorgeous ephemera in here as well. So this one will be called the Brown and Cream Soft Writing Journal. Let me grab the next journal. This one is called the French Chef Cookbook. She's taken it from it's a hardcover, repurposed book, and I love the colors that she's used in it. It's got 3 signatures, and it says 3 signatures, 120 pages. It measures 8.5 by 5.5. It says 5-inch, but I think it's a 2-inch spine. So let's take a peek inside. I love the black and red together. Inside the front pocket, you have a stitched recipe card, and then one of those decorated envelope flaps. On the back side, she's excuse me, collaged the envelope and stitched it, and it's got a double pocket on there as well. And this folds out. She's got paper on the edge that she's stitched on. Lots of details, lots of little details in these journals. This cool paper, and I love this green. Full book page. She's done stamping, beautiful little pocket, and I love how she's used the same fabric on the inside, and she's put you some cards for altering or playing with or whatever you want to do with them. She's got stamping there, and I love, love, love these. These I think are from a vintage book, and so in the center of each signature you have a double pocket with this is a typed vintage recipe. Let's see what this one is. This is really cool. It's like onion skin paper. Oh, how cool. They typed a recipe on onion skin. I love that. That's awesome. And then somebody wrote a handwritten recipe on a guest check, which is cool. And then a grandma's handwritten vintage recipe inside that pocket. Super, super sweet. So there's a recipe card tip in. So this could be used as a recipe book, but it doesn't have to be used as a recipe book. It looks like it's very versatile in its uses. So you could do a recipe journal, but you don't have to. I love these children's book pages that she's used. Okay, then you have another pocket here. Look at this envelope flap. She's collaged it on both sides. How stinking cute is that? Lots of stitching, and then she's stitched around these 2 pieces as well. And then how pretty is this? She's made a beautiful collage on the other side of the envelope, and then you have the lace there. And again, you see that same pattern as was in the first signature, and I love that. I think that is so cool the way she does that. Little pocket there with the children's cards, and then again the pockets in the center with your vintage handwritten recipes and typed recipe tip in. Oops. I love this green. Recipe page, ledger page, children's book page. We love the butterflies. Very, very pretty with the butterflies. And then again, you have the pocket with the stitched recipe card and the envelope flap with the collage on the front of the envelope. And I love these ledger pages in here as well. And again, you have the pocket with the plain cards and these wonderful center pockets with a stitched recipe card and a handwritten recipe. Tip in. Ledger paper. I love these journals. She did such a good job on these journals. Okay, so this one's called the French Chef Cookbook, and that's how you'll find it in the shop. Let me grab the next one. I think I have all of the ones from over here. So we have 3 left. Let me grab this one. This is a glue book, she says, and I found it quite interesting because it's basically the same thing. I've never seen a glue book, but it's kind of the same thing as all the other journals. You just use it for a different purpose, but you don't have to use it for that purpose. So it's 9 by 6, it's 2-inch spine, 3 signatures with 240 pages. And I love, love, love. It feels wonderful in the hand. It's a hardcover vintage book cover. I love the fabric that she's used on the spine. It's kind of got texture to it. And I love the way she decorated the inside with these beautiful papers. And it lays well when, you know, when you're flipping through it, the journal lays well. I love these children's book pages that she's used. And I love the fact that she's used magazine pages. I think that's really neat to do that in your journals. And look at the choice of book pages. Oh my goodness. They are just wonderful. Look at that beautiful hummingbird, ledger paper. And I love this. Good solid page for mixed media or gluing. And then this is a tip-in. I love this this little page here. She's got several of these in this journal because, you know, I've already flipped through them one time before. And they are gorgeous. All of these journals I would want. Like I would keep, I'm telling y'all, I'd be in trouble if I kept all the journals that I get, but I find it so wonderful to get to touch and feel and smell and see all of these journals in person. I think it's such a privilege for me. Because to me, they are each their own works of art from a unique artist. Oops, there we go. That's the beginning of the second signature. And again, you'll see the pattern throughout the journal as she uses the same, similar type of pages. Not exactly the same, but very similar. And I love how she does a pattern throughout the journal. Look at how lovely is that. This is a good thick page. I love these pages here. And then you have the kitties. One cat just leads to another by Ernest Hemingway. That would not be the case for me. I'm not a cat person. I love animals and I love cats. I just don't want to have a cat because, I don't know, some people are cat people and some people are dog people, and I'm just a dog people. I love these. Very pretty. There's the magazine page. And the hummingbird page. And then this is the beginning of the third signature. So again, you'll see the pattern. These are awesome little journals. I love these children's book pages that she's used in here. They're so pretty. She has a lot. I like the different variety of pages that she's used in this journal. You know, it's not just one theme or anything like that. It's just a mix of wonderful, beautiful pages and that she's put together. Some vintage, some new. Very, very pretty little journal. And that is the end of that journal. So this one is called, I'll probably call it the Music Glue Book. So that's how you'll find it in the shop. And then y'all are gonna crack up laughing when y'all see this. I have never seen one of these. It is a Grumpy Cat book. Oh my goodness, you guys. So for all you cat lovers out there, excuse me, you're gonna love this little journal It is so adorable. Let me check my time. Okay, we gotta hurry. All right, so we're gonna flip through quickly because I have this one and one left. Oh, this is a little golden book. It is 8 by 6.5, 2-inch spine, 2 signatures with 96 pages. And y'all, I laughed so hard. You have to get this journal and read these little quotes from cats. They're so hilarious. Super, super funny. I lick your nose. That's so funny. So you have a cat theme throughout, of course, and then she's got the cutest little pockets. This is a tag with a pocket on each side that she's stitched, and I love the way she's added all the colors into the journal. This is a pocket here with a large size tag. That little grumpy cat just cracks me up. I've never seen one of these grumpy cat little golden books. So you have beautiful little envelope there and a read a flip. Did I flip that up? Can't remember. And then this is an envelope flap here. She's tucked you. This opens up. And then this is some more of those funny cat quotes. Just hilarious. Pretty little envelope there. And then a tag. It says happy everything, and that tag opens up as well. You have a pocket there. There's the center of your signature, and then a pocket on this side as well. You have the envelope flap there, and it's paper clipped on to coffee dyed ledger paper. Tip in there, and she's made you a little opening or fold out book. Beautiful belly band here with a stitched journaling card. And then she's stitched a tag, and I love that paper that she's used. Kitty cats with a page tab. This is an envelope, and she's put you a stitched tag in there. And then you have the beginning of the second signature. Kitty cat journaling card. Some more of those kitty cat quotes. They're hilarious. I'm telling y'all, you have to read them. There's another one of those double tag pockets. I'm not going to pull it out for time's sake. Full page pocket here with a tag, a large tag. And again, I've not been able to show you all of the details of this journal because she's done a lot of stitching, a lot of extra goodies on the edges of the pages and things like that. I love her avocado dyed envelopes. There's another one of those fold out tags and the cat quotes. Large size tag in this pocket. This is the center of your signature. And then a large size tag here. Another one of those gorgeous envelopes. Fold out booklet. I love the pages in the book actually too. They're super cute little pages. Have an envelope there, tag there. This is one of those fold out tags. And that is the end of the journal. She's got the corner pieces on each corner. So super, super cute. So this one's called Grumpy Cat, and that's how you'll find it in the shop. And last but definitely not least, I am in love with this journal, y'all. And I have a feeling that this one's going to be snatched up really, really quickly. It's an 1800s cover, stories and rhymes and happy times. And it is just beautiful. I love the way she's left the aged look here and the aged parts of the book cover. I think she did put, you know, some scrapbooking paper on it. She's got the book corners on each corner, and this corner is bent just a little, just because, you know, it's from the 1800s. So let's see, it measures 10 by 7. It's got a 1.5 inch spine, 2 signatures with over 135 pages. And this is my favorite one, I think. I don't know, I think they're all my favorites, but I love, love, love this one. It's just a beautiful, beautiful journal. I love the way she's done the collaging and the stitching on the front page. And then she's added these little, it's just so cute. She's very creative. And then this is really, really thick, very vintage children's book page. Music paper. She's got a little tuck here with some extra pages. And I love this center pocket, the way she's done this. So it's a pocket here with a tag and a pocket here with a tag that you can color. And I think that's very unique. Cute, cute idea. And you have your fabric tip in here. You have a belly band here with a couple of pieces of scrapbooking paper that you can use as tags or decorate in your journal with. And then you have, this is super cool the way she did the Rolodex card and made a little, like a little tuck out of it. She stitched music paper over the top. So this bag is like a tip-in bag. And you have some vintage flashcards in there and I think a children's playing card. And then this envelope is stitched on. And she's decorated the flap of it. You have a Rita tip in here, or a Rita flip. Beautiful, beautiful journal. I love this. It tells you how to wash your laundry. Very vintage book page. Looks like it's from the 60s or the 70s. This is the center of your signature, and she's just put you some little snippets of book pages and scrapbooking paper. This folds out. I love how vintage these book pages are. And then on this side, you have the little greeting card. Oh my goodness, he's so adorable with this little pink bow. This is a tip in here that she's actually colored. Look what a great job she did coloring on that. All right, we're gonna flip quickly now because my camera's gonna cut off on me in a minute. So we're gonna flip as fast as we can. Not trying to be disrespectful to her journals because they are gorgeous. I love how unique this is, that she's done all this stitching on the page. But I just want to make sure that I don't lose my video again because this is the second time I've done this. I love the collaging on the front of that page. Beautiful vintage. These are very thick pages. So you have paper in there. There's your double center pocket, which I think is just wonderful. Fabric tip in, belly band with goodies in there, tag in there. I love, love, love these children's book pages right here that she's used. Just wonderful. Some more flashcards and children's playing cards. There's your tip-in bag with the vintage flashcards in there. And your envelope. Beautiful, beautiful journal. I'm telling you, this journal won't be in my shop very long. I know somebody's going to just snatch it right up. And then this is the center. You've got the vintage, but this is a vintage ad. It's so super cool. It's like a Tide ad. And so I thought it was cute that she added the washing instructions in with that vintage ad. Very neat. Have a tag there, and again, these are some of my favorite book pages that she's used. Have a tag there. Bessie's Temptation. Oh, how pretty. Okay, so that is the end of that journal. So don't miss out. Run and grab them while you can. It's long in my shop because they're gorgeous. Leave any comments or questions you have below. And if you don't mind, like and subscribe the video for me. Thank y'all so much for watching. Big hugs.